10 rituals every Stoic must follow each morning. The world wakes up in chaos. Most men rise in fear. They reach for their devices before they reach for their purpose. They indulge in distractions before they have even claimed victory over their own mind. Their day begins in weakness, and so it continues in weakness. But we are not like them. We rise with purpose. The morning is not a time for drifting. It is a time for war, a time to fortify the mind, sharpen the will, and prepare the soul for the trials ahead. For the Stoic, the morning is a battleground, and those who conquer the morning conquer life. These are the 10 rituals every Stoic must follow each morning. 1. Remember death before you begin the day. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But the hour is unknown. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius. The weak live as if they have eternity. They delay action, avoid risk, and let days slip away unnoticed. But we are not blind. We begin each morning by facing reality. What if this is my last day? Will I waste it in fear? Will I let petty emotions control me? Will I leave my purpose unfulfilled? Or will I live today with the urgency of a man who has no guarantee of tomorrow? This thought alone is enough to shatter hesitation. Because the Stoic knows that the greatest enemy is not time, it is the illusion that we have plenty of it. 2. Begin with voluntary hardship. Comfort is the silent killer of men. It weakens the body, it dulls the mind, it erodes discipline. A Stoic chooses discomfort, not because he enjoys suffering, but because he understands difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Seneca. So while the weak seek warmth, we seek resistance. A cold shower, jolting us awake, reminding us that we are in control of our responses, not our bodies. A morning of fasting, proving that hunger has no power over us. A refusal to indulge in soft pleasures, teaching us to rule over impulse. Because if we cannot withstand the small pains we choose, how will we endure the great pains we do not? 3. Read the words of the wise. A warrior sharpens his blade before battle. A Stoic sharpens his mind. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I am rising to do the work of a human being. Marcus Aurelius. Each morning we read wisdom, not for entertainment, but for armament. A passage from Epictetus to remind us that control begins with the self. A lesson from Seneca to teach us that fortune is nothing but a test. A meditation from Marcus Aurelius to prepare us for the trials ahead. Because if we do not feed our minds with strength, the world will feed it with nonsense. 4. Visualize the obstacles ahead. Most men hope for an easy day. A Stoic expects hardship. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, in that it stands ready for what comes and is not thrown off balance by the unexpected. Marcus Aurelius. Before the world tests us, we test ourselves. What challenges will come today? What anger? What fear? What distractions will try to break me? How will I respond? We do not wait for adversity to surprise us. We meet it first in our minds, and when it arrives in reality, we are already prepared. A man who expects hardship is never shaken by it. 5. Establish control over the body. A weak body leads to a weak mind. The Stoic strengthens both. Exercise is not about vanity, it is about command. When we train, we discipline the flesh. When we push past resistance, we remind ourselves that the mind is the master, not the body. When we feel pain, we see it as a teacher, not an enemy. Because a man who cannot control his own body will never control his own destiny. 6. Embrace silence. The world is loud. It fills the air with noise, distraction, and the opinions of men who do not matter. But a Stoic does not seek noise. A Stoic stands still. In the morning, before the world's chaos begins, we embrace silence. No talking, no distractions, no mindless consumption, just thought, just awareness. Because a man who cannot sit alone with himself will always be a slave to the voices around him. Seventh, set intentions, not expectations. Most men wake up hoping for a good day. A Stoic wakes up creating one. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. We do not expect the world to handle. 8. Do one thing that requires courage. Cowards live small, safe lives. They avoid risk. They fear failure. But a Stoic steps forward, into the unknown, because he understands. A ship is safe in harbor, but that is not what ships are built for. Every morning we must do something that tests us. A conversation we've been avoiding. A decision we've been delaying. A challenge we've been fearing. We do this not to eliminate fear, but to prove that fear does not control us. 9. Reject the need for approval. Most men begin their day seeking validation. They crave recognition. They need others to approve of them. But a Stoic? He wakes up knowing that he needs nothing but his own virtue. If you are ever tempted to look for outside approval, realize that you have turned against your own path. You have forgotten that it is your own mind that should be pleasing you. Marcus Aurelius. We do not seek praise. We do not need permission. We walk our path because it is right, not because it is popular. And that is why we cannot be controlled. 10th. Begin the day with action, not excuse the weak man delays. The weak man complains. The weak man makes excuses. But a Stoic acts. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Seneca. We do not waste time debating whether to start. We do not wait until we feel ready. We move. Because action, not thought, is what shapes our destiny. The morning defines the warrior. How you begin your day is how you live your life. If you start weak, you will remain weak. If you begin in fear, you will end in failure. But if you rise with purpose, if you step into the morning with discipline, with wisdom, with resolve, then no force in this world can break you, because you have already won.